Food waste is a big problem in California. Annually here in the state of California, we dispose about 6 million tons of food, staggering number. And it's especially disturbing in light of the fact that 1 in 5 children is food insecure. There are a tremendous amount of opportunities out there to rescue that edible food and get it to the people that need it. Food share tables need to be a big part of that solution.
Kids, when they're done with their lunch, if they haven't eaten something and it's still in good condition, hasn't fallen on the floor or hasn't been opened, then they can put it in a food share bin. And then they put the stuff in the bin, and then other kids can either come up and get something from the food share bin, or at the end of the day, we're able to donate that food.
This video is going to help you set up a food share table in your school cafeteria. Setting up and maintaining a food share table works best if you have a team of people working together. This may include nutrition services, custodial staff, your school's sustainability team, principals and teachers, nonprofit partners, and your local health department.
Ideally, the school already has a sorting station, so then they're separating out compost, trash, and recycling. So it would be the first stop at that station.
We want to encourage the children to take a nice variety. We want them to eat what they took, but we also recognize that sometimes maybe their eyes are bigger than their stomach. And that's where the share table really is nice.
The things that are allowed on the food share table are items from the federal meal program, so things that were served. So if a student had a home-packed meal, those items can't go on there. Any items that haven't been bitten into and that are still sealed.
Smaller kids, we kind of tell them what goes where, and then they learn throughout the year. 4th and 5th graders pretty much can do it themselves.
It's the kitchen staff that have ownership to it. So then they're checking on it in between the lunch times, the meal time, and then securing all that food after the last meal.
And then at the end of the lunch period, then the kitchen manager would then pull those items back to the kitchen. Some of those items we may reserve, some of them may go to food donation, and then remaining items would then have to be tossed. Main thing that we've heard in the past is the concern that this food was handled by kids that might be germy, might be sick. When you go to the grocery store, that food's handled by a lot of folks. Kitchen managers just get used to that practice on washing the food.
When the children get out of school, we put the extra milks and shares that they want to eat out.
Open has an enormous amount of homelessness going on, and so we would like to make sure that the food goes to nonprofits and homeless and just people in general who don't have enough to eat.
I go pick it up at Hoover Elementary School, load it up, and I bring it back here to the drop-in. I put it in the refrigerator, serve the food in the morning. It's a blessing that we have this hookup, so to speak, that we can have here for the clients who basically sometimes have nothing to eat. This will be their only meal of the day.
Instead of throwing food away, I mean, there's a lot of people that are hungry out here. That's what I do notice. And every now and then I'm one of the ones that are hungry.
So most of our school districts receive federally funded food, and there's a misconception that that food can't be shared or donated, but in fact it can.
California Good Samaritan Act kind of stands on the federal Good Samaritan Act, but it specifically mentions that food facilities that are permitted by local enforcement agencies have the ability to give away food as long as they do it in good faith. So with the food share table, as long as that food is handled safely, that's controlling time and making sure that the food is held at a safe temperature.
I hope this video will help you establish a food share table in your school cafeteria. For more information, feel free to visit stopwaste.org or reach out to us for more help.